Angeles Chargers, who have really emphasized the offensive line. They drafted 4 offensive linemen this year. Last time they drafted that many in a single draft, their head coach Jim Harbaugh was the starting quarterback of the Bears. That was back in 1991. They did this after allowing the second most sacks in the league last year and changing offensive coordinators, which is probably another big part of it. This is Chris Rim, who covers the Chargers for us. ESPN, NFL Nation. Everybody's in town for meetings this week. We told these guys, hey, if you want to come on NFL Live, we can get you out of your meetings. They were all excited to do it. So expectations on the rise here for this Jim Harbaugh team entering his 3rd year there. What are you hearing about how Justin Herbert is meshing with Mike McDaniel and his system?
Well, everybody is excited. Mike McDaniel said specifically that he's geeked to work with Justin Herbert, right? And last year, Justin was the league's most pressured and hit quarterback. And the Chargers went through a revolving door at both tackle spots. And the offense kind of relied on Herbert throughout the season to kind of make hero plays. And McDaniel was on the sideline for one of those games. In Week 6 last season, the Chargers were on the 42-yard line. There was around 30 seconds left to go. It looked like the game was over. Justin avoided a sack attempt from edge rusher Jalen Phillips, hit Ladd McConkey, and the Chargers ended up winning that game. But the Chargers know they can't rely on that long term. And what McDaniel was trying to do in L.A. is make life easier for Herbert. He wants to get him quick passes, easy touchdowns, easy scores, and most importantly, keep Herbert upright. And that'll get helped with Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater back, and also with McDaniel, who appears to be focused on making life easy for Justin. Yeah, it seems like he'll enjoy Justin, and Justin might enjoy Mike McDaniel. Tim, what do you think about the way Justin Herbert will fit in that system?
I think what Justin Herbert's going to like is the creativity in the run game. That, to me, is going to end up being the biggest difference. And that really is what McDaniel's expertise is. You know, I think at times in Miami he got a little too cute with it. But, look, Harbaugh's going to want to be physical running the football. And I think that some of the creative things that they will do formationally is going to really benefit Justin Herbert. So I think it's more about the run game for Herbert, making him comfortable, than it will be anything in the passing game. I think just forcing people to defend you a certain way because of the way you're able to run the football creatively will create some opportunities in the passing attack.
Which is exactly why it's going to directly influence Justin Herbert. Like I understand what Hasselbeck is saying, but I think because he said Mike McDaniel got too cute at times. I think we're getting a little too cute with how we're trying to break this down, honestly. I'm excited to get into this because I haven't been able to make a Chargers video in a little bit because nobody ever wants to talk about the Chargers that much. So, but you know I always do. But San Diego Los Angeles Chargers fans, please do not forget to subscribe and watch the full length of the video. When you guys do that, views go through the roof, subscribers go through the roof. And again, it's not about chasing views, it's not about chasing subscribers, it's about creating the best possible San Diego Los Angeles Chargers content that I possibly can. So, we can keep having the most grounded, unbiased conversations in the entire sports ecosystem. And I'm just so pumped and so convinced that this team and this offense is going to be so elite, so special that my voice is cracking. Oh, man. It's just going to be so good. It's just going to be so good. I mean, Justin Herbert just again, think of the success that the Chargers and Herbert were able to have with an absolute ravaged O-line and a coordinator that is nowhere close to that of Mike McDaniel. And yet, look at the success. Justin Herbert even had to get surgery in the middle of the SE. ASIN and went on and played and was still taking shots. Like it just ridiculous. And so yes, not only is he going to get more support in the run game, better protection, as well as some laps. Like I don't know the other guy's name, sorry to you. But you know, actually get those layups. But then you are going to get other creative play designs not only in the passing game, but then now this is what Hasselbeck was saying where it's just like, you know, because of what you're able to do in the run game, then that kind of opens up some of the things in the pass game. They're going to be able to be as creative and as complex as they could ever dream of. Because Justin Herbert is clearly the smartest quarterback that Mike McDaniel has ever worked with. I mean, Justin Herbert's one of the smartest quarterbacks like in the history of the NFL. The dude's a super genius. And Mike McDaniel is a super genius. And this is what I had said before. Like this is super genius with super genius. I don't know if we've ever truly seen two super geniuses on the same side of the ball working together. And so it's just like I'm so fired up. Like you say, oh, I think he got a little too cute. Yeah, he got a little too cute because the team couldn't execute and run what maybe Mike McDaniel was looking to do. 1, that's not going to be a problem because you're going to have a Harbaugh, the one who's rolling with it. He's going to be the one that's going to make sure that he execution is there. Mike McDaniel was not good at making sure the execution was there. He failed being a head coach itself. He didn't fail being an offensive mind or offensive play caller. He failed being a head coach and having people accountable. That is not a Harbaugh problem. When Harbaugh first got hired, I remember all the Chargers were like, oh my gosh, the things we're paying attention to, the details that we're focusing on, there's nothing like it. Nothing like it. And that's what great coaching does, and that's what Harbaugh brings to the table. So, just even the marriage of Harbaugh and Mike McDaniel is already an insane marriage, no matter who your quarterback is, no matter what your offensive line looks like. But now you add in Justin Herbert, who, yes, I know people still want to argue, he's not elite. He's not this. How many playoff games has he won? It's like the moment you start arguing that, the moment I realize like you're not actually having like a real conversation. Well, how many playoffs has he won? It's like, okay, so you don't actually want to factor in anything else? Like, okay, got it. So, it's just no matter how you want to slice it, no matter what lens you want to look at it through, whether you want to be zoomed in, zoomed out, left, right, up, down, underground, in the sky, like this there's zero chance this doesn't work. Just if they got their 2 offensive linemen back, cause you know like that matters. You get those guys back, the team is infinitely better, laughter, on offense. Like night and day better on offense. That alone then also improves the run game. Like you know, the whole nice little feedback loop there. But even if we remove those guys, let's say the O-line is just as bad as it was last year, bringing in Mike McDaniel already makes things better. Makes things more efficient, and you get to kind of mitigate some of the issues. That alone, boom. Again, now you bring in the O-line. Now you improve the O-line. And you bring in Mike McDaniel. Like it's just no matter what you do, it equals win. This was like some sort of like kids game, like some little kid's toy where it's just like, no matter what buttons you push, it says like, you win. It's like that's what it feels like right now. It's like, oh, you know, you ever play with a little kid's toy or whatever and you realize like, oh, no matter what I do like this is going to work out for the 4-year-old playing with it. Like that's what it is right now. There's just too many ways for this not to work. There's too many ways for this not to work. There's too many ways for this to not to work. That's what's so exciting. And there's too many ways for us to not see greatness, to not see special. Mike McDaniel and Justin Herbert alone, just based off of their direct connection and the influence that a coordinator and a coach and a play caller can have with the quarterback, that alone is worth like that marriage itself is alone worth at least a touchdown. At least a touchdown. Like that is when you bring the right coordinator, the right coach with the right quarterback, you're already starting off just embedded into the plan of attack where we know we're going to at least get one. We're going to be able to connect this all together and at least get one. And then you have to factor in all the other stuff, right? O-line, receivers, run game, etc. etc. Who you're playing, blah blah blah. Like this is it's just going to be so great. And I just can't wait. I just can't wait. I mean, I made some awesome Justin Herbert videos last season and a lot of these deep dives and showing you what he's done, what he's accomplished, what he's had to endure. And it was just like it was amazing, it was awesome. Like I showed you that he was actually doing better than like seasons that like Mahomes had when he was with like Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, considering what Justin Herbert was dealing with. And it's just going to be so hilarious because like I had to like really crunch the numbers, really make all these comps. Which is like it's a lot of it's work. I mean, I enjoy doing it. I'm happy to do it. Love to make those videos. But it's like it is work and it's like, got to have to like really looking through all this. It's like it's going to be so much, it's just going to be so much easier. It's just going to be Ike, yeah. You give me he threw for 3 touchdowns and 310 yards. Like it's just going to be like, yeah. He's got like a 72% completion percentage and a 108 passer rating. Like it's just going to be like so, snorts, simple, so straightforward. And just be prepared that throughout what actually the big thing is going to be all throughout the season. Yeah, but can he do it in the playoffs? Yeah, but can he do it in the playoffs? That's what we're just going to hear every single week. Yeah, but what do we do if he's in the playoffs? That's all we're going to hear. Yeah, that's great. They're 5-1, and Justin Herbert is leading the NFL in touchdowns or whatever, but it's like what about the playoffs? That's what we're going to hear so much. And you know what? The last 2 teams that they did that about, and the last 2 quarterbacks they did that about, won the Super Bowl. They did that every single week with Jalen Hurts. And they're like, oh, Jalen Hurts is going to be why they lose in the playoffs. Oh, Jalen Hurts is going to be why they lose in the Super Bowl. Nah, this isn't going to work. This isn't going to work against the Commanders. This isn't going to work against the Rams. This isn't going to work against the Chiefs. And then the same thing with Sam Darnold. He's like, yeah, but what about the playoffs? Yeah, what about when he played the Rams? Yeah, everything was great with the Minnesota Vikings right up until those 2 most important games against the Lions and the Rams. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Well, it worked. And it worked. Just like this is going to work. And this is going to work even better. This is going to work even better because I'll end here. Because McDaniel is a very specific type of person. And I really think that actually I undervalued the importance of the marriage of Harbaugh and Mike McDaniel. Like that actually is so crucial to really actually bring out the best in Mike McDaniel's offense. Because it's going to be also like how you practice. It's what made the Lions so good as well. Dan Campbell, Ben Johnson. It's like you have all the creativity, but you also have the intensity and the attention to detail to make sure that when you are running these plays, you are running them perfectly. Mike McDaniel, again, seemingly individually does not necessarily have the ability to demand that in a way that he, that he can, especially down in Miami. He's not going to have that problem with Harbaugh. And he's not going to have that problem with Justin Herbert either. Oh my gosh. See, you just keep finding more and more ways for why this is going to be special, why this is going to be elite. And I can't wait to read in the comments section from all the Kansas City Chiefs fans as to why it's not going to be the case. Every year. It's always the Chargers. They're going to be all every year, heard this before. Let me know when they had a quarterback as great as Justin Herbert and coaching staff as great as Harbaugh and Mike McDaniel. Let me know. I'm just telling you. Let me know. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the San Diego-Los Angeles Chargers? People still get mad at me. Like at least once a video, everyone says that they're not San Diego. I'm like, I get it. I lived in San Diego when they were the San Diego Chargers. I lived there when they were the San Diego Chargers. What do you want from me? I'm not giving that up. So, let me know your thoughts. I read every single comment. Whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get into some discussions. Let's get into some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here, and I'd absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build stuff that we all generally feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.